Well, hello there. I don't normally, I should probably turn that off, it's not all loud. I don't normally talk about things like this or post, I guess, videos like this. Most of them are just goofy or whatever. But I had this morning I was driving around and just having one of those mornings where I feel like the Lord is like right in the car with you and just trying to like press something on you. And this is a good place to stop because I'm like in the middle of the country farm and the sun's kind of still coming up, which is cool. Yeah, I might have been crying a little bit. That's all right. You know what? Nobody want to be real? I'll be real with stuff, I guess. So a while back, I wrote a little short poem where I said, wrap it in chains, lock it with a key, cover it in cement, and hurl it in the sea. And I was 100% talking about my heart at the time. And I meant that in a romantic I meant that in romantic love. After my divorce, I told God, basically begged him, but I told him, give me a double portion of love for my kids, my friends, family. I said, but take the other one away, like completely. Like I don't ever want to deal with it, think about it again. And that's where that little short poem, toss it in the sea, that part of my heart, and just be done with it, because it's hard. If you've ever gone through it, it's hard. But as I'm driving around, I'm thinking, we pray that we would have God's love, like we would learn to love like him. But I don't know that we're actually prepared for what that means, because he is mocked, hated, ignored, verbally abused by us, heartbroken from the things that we do every single day, and he loves us anyway, all the time, consistently. If we are so quick to, whether it's romantic love, whether it's whatever, like friendship, any number of things, we get hurt and we just want to box it up, throw it away, hide it, put it on a shelf, because we don't ever want to feel that again. But if we're called to love like how God is, or how God does, we have to be prepared to love at whatever cost. And we have to be willing to pour ourselves out for the people he puts on our path, and love again and again and again and again, and go to him for whatever needs to be healed in it, and understand that eventually it will all be made right again. But it is not our mission to hide things or hide our hearts or protect it at all costs. It does say to guard your heart. How that's in balance with everything else, don't be foolish when it comes to this person that's coming up on me. Can't you see I'm having a moment? But I just, it kind of hit me pretty hard earlier when it just deals with my relationship with him, because I'm like, there's been times where, I certainly ignored him, or I certainly didn't really think too much about how my sin or disobedience would make him feel. But then I'm just like, but the love and the way he ministers in my heart and things, it's like he just shows up, and he shows up, and he shows up, and he always shows up. And it's like, he just gave me a small glimpse of the way that he's, I've probably grieved his heart, but then he flipped it, and again, and again, and again, just keeps loving me, and he does that for you. So yeah, if we're called to love like that, I guess prepare yourself, because this life is difficult. And yeah, I guess chew on that. I guess I said what I wanted to say. So goodbye.